about my journey the last couple of years. Okay, I'm gonna go see if I can do Periscope too. Sorry, you guys, I want to do one more stream here. Okay, so I have been it's just been crazy. So I want to tell you a little bit about my journey that I've been on the last, I don't know, it's been 3 years, and it has been amazing and scary and exciting, and you know, I wasn't really looking for God, but God found me, and he pulled me out of this world, and hold on one second, and he really showed me what the truth is. I wasn't really looking for him, but I was found. So oh, hold on one second. Oh, sorry, there's so much going on. Okay, let's see if I can do this one too. Okay. All right. Okay. Hello. That's a little better. Okay. Hi. All right. So now I can get started. I just had to set up all these different streams. So I want to talk about what has happened in my life the last few years, and it has been a roller coaster of highs and lows and ups and downs, and I just want to speak about the truth, because I think that right now there's so many people that are divided and afraid. Okay, so there's a lot of fear going around, and there's a lot of division going around about God. And what I have witnessed the last 3 years has been all of the above. Okay, I mean, I literally have gone from every point of reference with God that you could even imagine, and it's so amazing because it has all come down to the exact same God. So I 3 years ago was I loved yoga, and I loved meditating, and just I loved health, and I loved just finding ways to cope with anxiety and stress. And so I really started kind of following that. And what happened was that for a while there, I felt more peaceful than I ever have. And I was doing my It Works business, and I seriously love It Works. If you don't know what that is, it's a network marketing company, and they have amazing health products and those crazy wraps that tighten, tone, and firm. And I absolutely loved it. And as soon as I started doing it, I was like, oh my gosh, this is exactly for me. Like, I was born to do this. Like, I just felt like it was my purpose and my calling, that I needed to do. And so I was walking in that. And, to walk with God is basically just to walk. Okay. And that means, like, so many people are like, how do I hear from God? How do I hear from God? Well, you already do. You just walk in what you know is for you. Like, what do you love? That's what you should be doing. Okay? Do you love baseball? Do that. Do you love yoga? Do that. Do you love accounting? Do that. If you don't love it, then it's not your calling. God he's pure love. And so that is what I was doing. I was doing a business that I loved. I was doing hot yoga, which I loved. I was doing health. And then, like I said, the voices in my head and the people around me that are the world, okay, the world's views, man's views of what is right and wrong, okay, that started to get to me. And that put me into such a discouraging place where the voices in my head kept saying, oh, nobody's going to like what you're doing. Nobody likes this. No one is going to help you. Like just these voices that were in my head. And sometimes you hear them from man, like, people that are close to you, they may say, why are you trying to do that? That's never going to work. Why would you want to do something like that? But it's like, here is God, okay? And if you know Jesus, that's great. Jesus is the truth, the way, and the life. But if that's not what you're following, and you're following what is love that is inside you, what you love, that is the way, the truth, and the life, okay? And God had to literally show me this from both sides, and it was really not good at times, okay? So, when you are following that calling of like, you love something, but all of a sudden everyone starts telling you that it's not good, you shouldn't be doing that. Well, the thing that happens is if you agree with that in any way, shape, or form, okay, and you turn from what you love because someone or the voices in your head says that you shouldn't be doing that, then you have just turned your back on what you love, which is God, okay? And when you do that, then things start to crumble. So what happened to me is I was meditating, and I started really hearing from God, okay? And it scared me a little bit, but I just was like, you know what? I'm just going to go with this. And it led me down a path to a place that is a casino in California, and I was following what I knew was a blessing for me, okay? And right as I was right at the door of that blessing, I got so afraid that it was evil, that it was the devil, that it was not good, because I heard voices in my head that said, ooh, this is not of God. This wouldn't be God. You guys, we put limits on God like he's the creator of the heavens and the earth. He created all people, every single person he created. And we say in our natural minds, this couldn't be God. It's like, wow. And when you do that, what happens is well, he's going to show you, okay? And to fall into the hands of the wrath of the true living God is not fun, okay? So what happened was right as I was at the door of that blessing, I literally started thinking that it was something bad. And I wasn't, but before that, I had always felt super peaceful, love, joy, happiness. Those are all the characteristics that God says he is, okay? And so I didn't go through that door. I did not go through the door that I knew was for me. And sudden destruction happened to me because I thought it was evil. And that is exactly what happened. I mean, I ran from there. I was in a panic. I thought the devil was going to attack me, and he was. At that point, when I wasn't following what was love and peaceful and everything that I know is God, which is love and light, it attacked me, and I went into a downward spiral. I basically lost everything that I had, and I grabbed onto the only thing that I knew, which was more of like Christianity, okay, and following Jesus. And so I grabbed onto that because I felt like I was falling so fast that I couldn't see straight. And so I grabbed onto that and I called my dad and I said, I need your help. I need to follow Jesus because I don't know what I've gotten myself into. I was practicing yoga and the new age stuff, right? And so many people are now saying, that's bad, that's this. And what I have come to find now since I have followed Jesus Christ is, and this is so funny, is that God has literally brought me to the exact same moment that I was at when I was following more of a new age. Okay? And I know what I'm hearing from God now. And the discernment is so clear, you guys. So basically God wants me to go back to that same place that I was. Because why? Because I turned away last time because of fear. Fear is not of God. The fear in my own self. So how could I ever be truly free if I don't walk through that? So literally tomorrow I am going and I'm going to walk through that fear. That is what, sorry about that. I was so afraid of before. And, so many of the scriptures in the Bible, they say the exact things. And most of the scriptures in there are meant to quiet the thoughts that are in your mind. But this is discernment, knowing the right and the wrong. Okay, it's like God is, and it says walk in His commandments. The two commandments that Jesus gave was simple. Okay, it says love God with all your heart, your strength, and your mind. And this is love. Okay, that you walk according to His commandments. What does that mean? It means that you already know what His commandments to you are. Because it's just like internal. It's like, what you really, really love, what you gravitate towards. He says that He's the one who gave you those desires. So you're following Him when you're doing what you love. But when you give in to doubt, unbelief, fear, that is when you turn your back on God. And then those thoughts are able to take over, and anxiety, depression, and all of that rises up inside of you. And that is truly, what they would call is like the Antichrist. Because the temple of God is inside of you, and Jesus lives in you. God created all of us with the same in us, okay? And this is it. It is the qualities that are Jesus, and then it is the qualities that are not good. So we have both in there, but it's like, what voice are you truly going to listen to? And, I just want to say that, the division that is being caused by everyone that is saying, okay, this is God, this isn't God, this is God. There's the tree of life, which is love, okay? And then there's the tree of knowledge of good and evil. That is death, okay? So the tree of life is love and life. And the other tree is the tree of death and fear and pain and heartache and doubt and unbelief and the world. The world is what man says or man's traditions, okay? So what we think we know, we don't really know because we've been brought up by what people tell us. And it's not the truth that is God, which Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life for you. So God literally has a unique plan for every single individual on this earth, completely unique to you. How do you think that the Bible, in its general form, gives you your exact path? Well, it doesn't. God does, but it's like internal, and you're just walking with it, okay? So here's the thing. You can't be afraid of man. You can't, because everyone's going to say that it's wrong, that it's not right, that it's not this, that it's, and if you believe that, then you then all those things are going to rise up against you. And it is anxieties, fear, pain, sickness, disease, all of it. Okay? So when you are walking in what you love, that is God. But when you are telling someone that they cannot or can do something, how would you actually know? Because their path is specific and unique just to them and them only. If that makes sense. So that is why you can't tell anyone or even think or judge anyone for what they are doing. If we were all the same, this world would be vanilla and boring. But what I love is not what you love. But here's the thing. It is above all to raise yourself up above this division and the hate and the anger and say, okay, I'm going to choose peace. I'm going to choose life. But when you start telling people that they can and can't do something, what does that do? That hurts them. Okay, so then bitterness springs up, and then hate, and then anger, and then murder. And it's because everyone's telling everyone what they should and should not be doing. And that is the knowledge of the tree of good and evil. If you even in your mind say, oh, that's evil, okay, no, that's not the correct way. Because God gave someone that path for them. I know it's like a hard concept, but trust me, I have come to the same exact point with both the whole new age and then with Jesus Christ. So I just want to put this out there and say, stop telling people what they should or should not do. And if you think that you know the right way, that may be the way for you. But it is not good to be telling others, oh, that you shouldn't be doing that, because it just puts pain and hate and anger and fear out there. If you're following anything that is fear, get away from that, because that is not of God. So, anyway, I have to run, but I love you all, and I will come with another message soon. Okay? Have a great day. Bye.